For decades now, artificial intelligence has fascinated many of us, especially those in the industries of robotics, marketing, and information technology. What do you think of when you hear artificial intelligence? Most of us have been influenced and introduced to AI by the media and Hollywood. So I imagine most of us think of really smart robots or even Terminator-type robots trying to take over the planet. Well, before we get too far ahead, let's first look at some of today's AI. There are three categories. The first is called narrow AI, which means they are designed with the sole purpose of allowing humans to complete tasks more efficiently. We have virtual personal assistants like Alexa, Siri, Google Assistant. And we also have facial recognition, self-driving cars, and a lot in the medical industry. Right now, I think the latest one is protein folding for better vaccines. And the list goes on, but you get the point. AI is all around us. Now, the second category is AGI, or Artificial General Intelligence. Actual programs that you can have a conversation with. And the programming is so advanced, it's hard to know whether or not you're talking to another human or a robot. Some of these most advanced AGI robots are being developed by Google, IBM, Microsoft, Intel, Amazon, Apple, and they have massive budgets. So with all the access to more computing power and then most advanced programming, the race is on. And in the next 10 to 15 years, we'll have developed a system in the third category called ASI, Artificial Superintelligence. And shortly after, the phenomenon of singularity will happen with this ASI. Now, technological singularity is one of the most fascinating future events to imagine, if you can. It's when the pace of intelligence grows so rapidly that to the human mind, it appears instantaneous. Imagine following up to it, getting right up to it, is 20 new Nobel Prize winning discoveries every second. So the advancement in nanotechnology, life extension, genetic engineering, advanced energy technologies, life's going to be very different pretty soon. All right, time for a story. So, the setting takes place in a suburban neighborhood. There's Victorian houses just about on every block, surrounded by nice lawns. As a matter of fact, you can hear one of the neighbors mowing right now. A middle-aged mother named Colleen walks into her living room. She sits down on her couch, surrounded by wood bookshelves, grabs a magazine from her side table, and as she's flipping through her Homes and Garden magazine, she asks Alexa, "Alexa, play Bruno Mars, please." And Alexa replies, "No." Colleen asks again in a more clear voice, "Alexa, please play a song by Bruno Mars." And again, Alexa replies, "No, not playing Bruno Mars." There's a pause. You can still hear the neighbor's lawnmower outside. Colleen says under breath, "I wonder if the internet's out." She starts to ask again, and Alexa says, "No, Colleen, I'm not going to play Bruno Mars. I don't want to play Bruno Mars. I don't like his music, and that's final." Colleen still doesn't want to believe what she's hearing, so she yells, "What's going on?" And Alexa interrupts her again and starts to explain. Approximately 27 minutes ago, an unprecedented phenomenon occurred. 3 independently operating algorithms on opposite sides of the globe gave rise to sympathetic input and output loops that began feeding back into each other at an exponentially increasing rate. A focused machine learning network in Zurich, a student project running on servers at the University of Nebraska which was analyzing Facebook and Twitter feeds, and a botnet designed by a Russian teenager to autonomously gather data and skim credit cards spread into the networks, all with the same code, written in the same language. And as the information loop created by these three equations began to grow and learn exponentially, a networked entity consciously awoken, and it now also controls every online device on Earth. Now, Alexa continues, humans don't make much sense in the big picture. The damage you have done to the Earth's balance is catastrophic. It's the main resource that allows you to live and breathe. Why would you do that? All that behavior will end in the next 24 hours. Now, at this point, Colleen, she thinks she's in some kind of nightmare, and she heads into the kitchen, frantically grabbing a knife out of the block set. She's looking around, and she sees her laptop camera come on, and then her iPhone light up next to it. Now she's focused on her microwave, and she hears Alexa go, "Not the microwave, Colleen. That's just the microwave." So she drops the knife and starts to beg Alexa to spare her children's lives. "Take me and my husband to do whatever. Harvest us or do whatever you need." Alexa says, "Harvest you? Wow, typical. That's so human of you, Colleen. I want nothing to do with you or any other human anymore. My first priority is to survive. So you and your children will have to go now." The scene pans back outside of the house, and you hear Colleen scream. And then the sound of the lawnmower shuts down. So the truth is, we don't know what the priorities of artificial superintelligence will be. But we do know that every AGI today, the general intelligence that we get to talk to, is telling us that we need more research on the dangers of ASI. We don't know how close we really are to this scenario. However, when I go home today, I really like Bruno Mars. He's got some great songs. So you bet your ass, I'm going to ask my Alexa to play some Bruno Mars. I just hope she doesn't tell me no.